I am Ferdinand Marcos, and I am the President of the Republic of the Philippines. I stand today on behalf of 110 million Filipinos.
Hello people and hello universe, it's me again. Shout out sa inyo mga Beshwa. Yan, sa mga Pilipinos sa buong daigdig, especially sa mga Marcos loyalists and supporters at sa mga OFW. Hello. Ayan, mayroon tayong good news for everybody. Ay, talaga maganda ito, mga kababayan. Ito talaga si Pangulong Marcos Jr. Sadyang matalino talaga. At kudos naman sa House of Representatives. Kasi sa araw na ito, mga kababayan, ay pinirmahan po ni Pangulo ang napakagandang batas na ito. Let me clarify. Let me clear. Sabay gano'n na guys. Sa mga hindi nakakaintindi, dito sa Republic Act, number 12023, the Value Added Tax Law. Maganda ito guys. Bakit? But on foreign services. Pinirmahan yan ngayong araw ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. Kung dati hindi nangyari ito sa mga banyaga, kahit wala sila sa bansa, tulad ng Shopee, Timo, ano pang iba. Ngayon guys, sisingilin na sila. Di ba? Maganda yan. Si Google, kasali dyan. Si Lazada, agoy. Si Amazon, ay nako. Marami mga kababayan. Dagdag yan sa kita ng BSP ng Pilipinas. Ika nga. Itong magandang idea na ito, no? Hindi ko nahanapin kung sino ang nito, ang author, ika nga. Dami, no? But anyway, mga kababayan, 'di ba? Good news yan para sa atin. Para kompleto detalyado, panoorin niyo mga kababayan itong paglagda ng ating mahal na Pangulo at siyempre ang kanyang talumpati, ika nga statement or speech. Ayan, kompleto pa talaga, may statement, may speech, may talumpati, no? So bago nyo panoorin yun, alamin po natin ano ba talaga ang ibig sabihin nitong Republic Act number 12023, the Value Added Tax Law. I-translate natin sa Tagalog, basahin natin kay balita, okay? Para maintindihan po ng mga kababayan po natin. Okay? Siyempre, mga bes, don't forget to like, hit the button bell para lagi tayong update sa ating mga upload videos. Pawang katotohanan lamang, diba, ang ating ihatid na updates, videos dito sa inyong lahat. Walang fake dito. Sabi ng mga DDS, fake daw yung mga videos ko. Patunayan nyo, papahiya kayo sa akin So dahil dito mga bes, eto na. Ayan Foreign Digital Services papatawa ng VAT. Ayan, kailangan itong mga hindi nagbabayad ng VAT, itong mga foreign na mga kaibigan natin na business dito. Ngayon may VAT na kayo, hindi lang sa labat. Talagang magbabayad kayo ng VAT. Ibig sabihin, Value Added Tax Law. At least, 'di ba, para covered niya talaga na katunayan na nasa batas ang pagbabayad ng VAT. Mapilipino ka man o foreign, walang ligtas. Agoy. Sabi dito guys, October 2, 2024, nilagdaan na bilang batas ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos kaninang umaga ang RA, ibig sabihin Republic Act 12023 o Value Added Tax on Digital Services Law. Kahit wala sa bansa, obligado magbayad ng tax katulad ng HBO, Netflix, ayan. Ibig sabihin, sisingilin ngayon ng 12% na buwis ang mga foreign digital services provider na nag-aalok ng digital service tulad ng digital media, digital music, digital video, video on demand at digital advertising. See guys, hindi ito linawin po natin. Hindi dagdag bayad, hindi dagdag sa taxes ito hindi dagdag. Ito ay anong sabi foreign digital service nga papatawan ng BAT ang mga banyaga, hindi dagdag ng BAT ito, ng taxes ito or ano, BAT. Gets nyo ba? Oh, tuloy! Sa kanyang talumpati, nilinaw ni Pangulong Marcos na hindi ito pagpapataw ng panibagong buwis. Ayan. Kung hindi, pinapalakas lang ang otoridad at pinapadali ang proseso ng BIR na mangulikta ng value-added tax sa mga foreign digital services. Di ba guys? Maganda? Sabi ko sa inyo eh. Tulad na lang nito mga kababayan. Yan, tuloy! Sakop ng nasabing batas ang DSPS o mga online content services providers na walang offices sa bansa at tanging sa pamamagitan lamang ng internet nakapagbibigay ng mga serbisyo. Ayan, agay. Ayon sa pahayag ni PBBM sa ceremonial signing ng Malacanang Palace, nilalayon lamang nito na mas mapagtibay pa ang kapangyarihan ng Bureau of Internal Revenue sa tamang proseso ng paniningil ng buwis sa online platform. Ayan but make no mistakes, we are not imposing a new taxes. We are simply strengthening the authority and streamlining the process of the BIR to the collect value-added tax on digital services. Anang ng Pangulo. Agay. Ito pa, mga kababayan. Ilan sa karaniwang digital services na gamit ng mga Pilipino na apektado ng BAT ay ang Netflix, HBO, Disney Plus, Google's Lazada, Shopee Music, streaming platform, at iba pa. Agay. Nilinaw naman ng Pangulo na hindi kasamang papatawan ng BAT ang mga online services na nagbibigay ng educational. Ayan. Ayan nagbibigay ng tawag dito, nilinaw rin ng Pangulo na hindi kasama papatawan ng BAT ang mga online services na nagbibigay ng educational and research service katulad lamang ng online courses at webinars. Yan lang exempted. Siyempre, educational yan Diba? Hindi na kasali. Ito po ang kasali. Yung mga kahit wala sa bansa, basta as long as nasa digital sila, agay, through internet, yun. Bayad kayo ng BAT nyo, ha? Okay? So, yan guys, ang ibig sabihin ng bagong batas ng the Value Added Tax Law. Wow! Guys, sigurado ako, dagdag kita ito sa ating bansang Pilipinas at ang target nga yan 105 billion ito, tuloy natin. Ayan guys, tuloy! Ayon pa sa Pangulo, inaasahang makakakulikta ang bansa ng 105 billion pesos sa susunod na mga 5 taon na magagamit para makapagpatayo ng 42,000 classrooms, mahigit 6,000 rural health unit at makakapagpagawa ng hanggang 7,000 kilometers na farm to market road. Maganda to Sabi ko sa inyo pag magaling sila magbayad at lalong lalakas ang kita sa BAT galing sa mga banyaga, baka sobra-sobra yan sa 105 billion na yan guys God is good all the time. As long as itong Pangulo na ito talagang magaling mamuno, hindi pala away, big deal yan guys sa Panginoon natin. Sabi nga ng Panginoon always humble, down to earth. Love your enemy. Mahalin mo ang kaaway mo. Batuhin ka naman ng bato, batuhin mo sila ng kabutihan ng loob. Totoo yan. It's biblical yan. Binasa na natin dito guys Hindi kasama papatawan ng BAT ang educational at public interest services tulad ng online courses, webinar at iba pang digital educational offerings. Bukod pa rito, 5% ng kita mula sa nasabing batas ay ilalaan sa creative industries. Nanguhulugan na direkta rin itong mapakinabangan ng mga artist, filmmakers at musician. Diba? Sana po sa susunod na pangulo ng bansa, pag malaki ang kita ng BAT galing sa mga banyaga Gastos nyo, ilaan nyo sa mga mamamayang Pilipino, hindi sa bulsa. Diba guys? Ano po ang kapalagayan nyo dito? Ako? Wow. Very amazed. Oh, diba? Sabay ganun. Shout out sa ating mga beswa. Ayan. Para kumpleto, detalyado, panoorin nyo po ang speech ng ating mahal na Pangulong Marcos Jr. See you again guys. And this is good news for everybody. Ito na.
With the enactment ceremony. The following esteemed guests are requested to ascend the stage to stand witness as the President signs the enrolled bill. May we request the President to please ascend the stage and approach the presidential table. The President may now proceed to sign the enrolled copy. Upon signing of the harmonized version of House Bill Number 4122 and Senate Bill Number 2528, it shall be known as Republic Act Number 12023 entitled An Act Amending Sections 105, 108, 109, 110, 113, 114, 115, 128, 236, and 288, and adding new sections 108A and 108B of the National Internal Revenue Code of 1997 as amended. This measure imposes value-added tax on non-resident digital service providers, except for educational services including online courses and webinars, and sale of online subscription-based services to educational institutions purposively to generate additional revenue for the government, and at the same time level the playing field for local providers that are covered by the existing VAT regime. Thank you, Mr. President.
Magbayad kayo na ng VAT nyo ha, mga foreigners.
Thank you.
Thank you to our DICT Secretary, Secretary Ivan. Please take your seats. Senate President Chis Escudero, and the members of the Senate, House Speaker Martin Romualdez, and the members of the House of Representatives, Finance Secretary, the beneficiary of all of this, of what we are doing today, the Finance Secretary, Secretary Ralph Recto, the other cabinet members present, Presidential Advisor for Legislative Affairs, Mark Leandro Mendoza, BIR Commissioner June Lumagi, other key development partners and stakeholders, my fellow workers in government, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. There is an old saying that there are only two things certain in life. They are taxes and death. It is now time to add perhaps one more item to that list, and that is change. The rapid change in our digital landscape has created a gap in our tax system. Today, we signed the Value-Added Tax and Digital Services Law, and we are now bridging that gap. With this law, we say that if your presence in the Philippine market is as real as your profits, then your tax responsibility should also be equally tangible. But make no mistake, we are not imposing new taxes. we are simply strengthening the authority and streamlining the process of the BIR to collect value-added tax on digital services. This includes digital media, digital music, digital video, video on demand, and digital advertising. Local businesses and international digital platforms now compete on equal terms. We no longer will be playing by different sets of rules. If you are reaping the rewards of a fruitful digital economy here, it is only right that you contribute also to its growth. After all, whether you are a small tech startup or a global tech giant based halfway around the world, if you are making money here in the Philippines, you are part of our community. And with that comes a shared responsibility. Be assured that the government has taken a deliberate and measured approach to ensure that this tax will not crush innovation or hinder growth. We have been precise about where this tax applies, sparing educational and public interest services from its coverage. Online courses, webinars, and other digital educational offerings are not subject to VAT in order to keep education affordable and accessible to all Filipinos. This law is more than ensuring tax compliance. It is also in support of nation building. For the next 5 years, we estimate to collect 105 billion pesos from this measure. This is enough to build 42,000 classrooms, more than 6,000 rural health units, 7,000 kilometers of farm-to-market roads. Additionally, 5% of the revenues generated by this law will be allocated to our creative industries. This means our artists, filmmakers, musicians, the very people who fill our platforms with stories and with content will directly benefit. It ensures that our creative talents are not just surviving in a competitive digital market, but will be allowed to prosper. Fairness, inclusivity, and progress. These are the goals of this law. Today is not just about the signing of the VAT on Digital Services Law. It is also the beginning of a more equitable journey forward. And this would not have been possible without our legislators. We thank you for the dedication that you showed in ensuring the timely approval of this law. To our partners in the digital space, let this be seen as an invitation to help build a bagong Pilipinas, where innovation flourishes, especially as we promote competition. To our local enterprises, who have been pillars of our economy even in the face of changing landscapes, today we restore the balance and give you the fair shot that you deserve. To our people who deserve nothing less than a system that works for them, this law shall bring in much needed revenue to help build a better future for us all. I call for the support of all the companies and entrepreneurs who will be covered by this law. I also urge the concerned government agencies to promulgate the necessary rules and implement the needed steps to operationalize this law within the period that is prescribed within the Act. So as we usher in this change, let us be reminded, true progress does not just count profit, it counts everyone in. So thank you all very much, and may we continue building a stronger and fairer bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat at magandang umaga sa inyo.
So yun mga kababayan, napanood nyo. Di ba? Ang ganda na itong batas na ito. Dagdag kita pa yan mga kababayan, ha? So, dahil dito mga besa, ihambing ko lang itong mga YouTube creators, mga vloggers na kumikita sa YouTube. Alam nyo ba mga yan, kahit hindi nakatira sa Amerika, nagbabayad po sila ng tax yan sa Amerika. Doble pa yan eh. Nagbabayad sila ng tax sa Amerika, nagbabayad sila ng tax sa Pilipinas. Kaya parang ganun, hindi lang parang, ganun na ganun. Correct me if I'm wrong, mga kababayan. Kahit wala ka sa bansa na yan, obligado ka magbayad ng tax. Kasi under ka nila eh. Di ba? So yun guys, maraming salamat sa inyong watching. So yun mga Beshwa, see you again on my next upload video. Bye bye bye. And babus, God bless Philippines.